congratulations. What an amazing turnout we have today. Thank you so much for coming. As you may know, my name is Jasmine Winslow, and I am the principal of St. Mary's Public Schools. I would like to thank you all for your time for joining us this morning. I'd also like to extend a special thank you to incoming school board member Mark Brendan and Mount Angel Middle School Principal Jared Tickey for being here today. Thank you. These amazing students have enjoyed 6 years in elementary school, learning basic skills like reading, writing, and math. More importantly, however, they have learned how to be collaborative and creative. They've learned how to persevere through times of struggle and always believe that they can do hard things if they keep working at it. They learned to be a friend and to support their classmates when they needed it most. Students, this past year has been hard. You may have felt that there were times when you wanted to give up, but you figured it out. You asked for help or just kept trying. You demonstrated skills that you will need throughout the rest of your life. Everything can be figured out, no matter how small or how big of a problem it may seem. You are the one who can make it happen with the help of your family, your friends, and your teachers. You are the graduating class of 2028, and you will go on to do big things. Families. This past year has possibly been even more difficult for you. You have worked to keep your family safe and healthy, while also making sure there was food on your table. You may have lost jobs, or your jobs may have changed drastically. You were asked to suddenly support your children in their learning in much different ways. You were thrust into the role of teacher without asking for the job, but you didn't let them give up. You are a big part of this success story. Teachers, this year has been transformational. You were asked to do your job in ways that were uncomfortable and at times seemed impossible. You had to learn completely new technology to teach students who were at home. You learned new programs and skills, yet brought your warmth and caring to your class every day. You connected with your students and their families in any way that was possible to help them know that they are not alone. They were a part of your classroom community, and they were loved. You are a big part of this success story. I would now like to introduce you to our first student speaker, Caleb Klein, who will share his thoughts on his time at St. Mary's.
Hello, my name is Caleb, and I'm glad to say that over my years at St. Mary's, I have felt at home and have learned many things. Thanks to Mrs. Seiler, Mrs. Ross and Winslow, Mrs. Pratt, Mrs. Party, Mrs. Miller, and Mrs. Creamer. Thanks to them and thanks to Mrs. Ross, Mrs. Winslow, and Mr. Anderson, I have felt welcome at St. Mary's. I know this school year has been tough, but I have still learned many things. And if I have learned anything from my wonderful fifth grade teacher, Mrs. Creamer, it's to have grit, try your best, and be self-motivated. So if you are new to St. Mary's or are having trouble in school, a word of wisdom from me would be to have grit and try your best. And all St. Mary's staff teachers, Mr. Anderson and Mrs. Winslow, are wonderful. So I will definitely miss St. Mary's when I start going to MAMS. But most of all, I will miss the St. Mary's family. Thank you for listening. That is all.
Our next student speaker is Maria Jose Lezama Aniceto.
Thank you for coming on this hot summer day. I'm Maria Jose, but most people just call me MJ. We all know this year was tough, but with the help of our teacher and parents, we were able to get through it. So let's give a round of applause to those people. Not just this year, but every year, we had our teachers to support us. So I would like to thank my teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Mannix, who was my very first teacher here. Thank you, Mrs. Wenzel and Ross. You guys made a great team. Thank you, Mrs. Kearns. You made it, oh, Bob, so fun. Thank you, Mr. Cavino. You always had the good morning song ready. Thank you. And last but definitely not least, thank you, Mrs. Cluft, who always had me refreshed for the day with yoga. I think that me and every fit soon to be sixth grader probably has mixed emotions about going to middle school, like how I feel super excited yet terrified. Luckily, we all have friends to rely on. There are many things about middle school I'm excited about. For example, I can't wait to decorate my locker, meet my new teachers, sign up for clubs, and go to new school events. Middle school is just one step closer to our goals, like how my personal goal is to go to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower. I think that we will all miss elementary. You might miss elementary because this is the place you met your best friend. This might be the place you made one of your greatest achievements. For whatever reason you do, for sure, we will all miss elementary. I would like to end by saying, have a great summer. And to everyone who is going to school after summer break, try not to be late.
Our next speaker is Bowden Soa.
Hello, teachers, students, and families. Throughout my 6 years at St. Mary's, I have had many positive experiences, even though my dad comes to school with me every day. All joking aside, I've created many memories with friends and teachers. Thank you to all my teachers, but I would like to point out two that really impacted my life. First, Mrs. Wright. Thank you for challenging me in extension groups. You impacted my life. I even remember when you taught me how to write checks and be ready for life throughout the budget project. Second, Mrs. Kramer, thank you for your positive influence on my life and pushing me to my mental limits and farther. You have been an amazing teacher. You taught me the true meaning of grit. Finally, I'd like to thank all my friends, but one in particular was always there to help me and support me, Caleb Klein. He is always very positive, and I had learned that when somebody has a smile on their face and a positive heart, they can make anyone happy. In conclusion, my St. Mary's experience has been very positive. As Mrs. Kramer always does, I'm going to end on a quote. This one is by Scholastic athlete Dan Gable. There's always ways of motivating yourself to higher levels. Write about it, dream about it, but after that, put it into action. Don't just dream.
Next, I'd like to welcome up Christina Chuprov.
Wow, who would have thought we missed so much school and we're still graduating? I think we all know this year has been a little crazy, and by a little, I mean a lot. Hi, I'm Christina and I did it. Well, we did it together. We're graduating 5th grade. We spent 5 months online and only 3 months in real school, but we still did it with the help of our amazing teachers and parents. So make sure to thank them after this. I want to stay in this school forever because of the kind and supportive teachers here, but I got to move up in life because we all have to at some point. Speaking of moving up, I can't believe I'm going to middle school. I'm so excited to meet new teachers, make new friends, learn in different classes, have a locker, and go to dances. I can tell it's going to be an exciting year for sixth graders. This year, I've learned a lot, but especially that first you need to fail to succeed, because fail means first attempt in learning. I quote from the great Mrs. Kramer. And I failed a lot this year, but I didn't give up. I mean, I'm right here graduating. I would like to thank the staff of St. Mary's. You guys have made a tough year much easier. I mean, they set up an entire school online for us and even found a safe way to get us back in school again. Anyways, I'm so happy and thankful I get to graduate this year. Thank you for listening.
Next, I'd like to welcome Chavi Morales Sandoval.
Hello, my name is Xavi Morales Sandoval. I'm here to express my gratitude how I got here from kindergarten now. My kindergarten teacher was really supportive, and after that, first grade came and I was very nervous. My first day, my teacher was so supportive. She told me to never stop, keep going. But after that came second grade. That year was very hard for me, but my teacher would always help me. The reason why I'm writing this speech, because I want to thank all the teachers for getting me here now. I'm going to a new school with new teachers that will support me all the way to high school and college. Then I'll grow older. But one thing I always remember, but that there's no shortcuts to success. And my teachers are here to help me become successful. Time passed and now I'm a fifth grader. Thank you all staff and teachers who helped me.
And our last student speaker is Cooper Schecker.
Hello, I am Cooper Schecker, and I am a fifth grade student at St. Mary's School. I have been proudly attending St. Mary's since kindergarten. Since I had the opportunity to be in Mr. Iacovino's class for 2 years, I would like to share some good memories. I like being in Mr. Iacovino's class because he made us laugh every day. I remember when at the end of the day, around 2:30, he sometimes said something along the lines of, "I have to go to the dentist because it's tooth hurty." Also, his favorite book is Where the Wild Things Are. In fact, 11 days ago, when Mrs. Mitchell read the book Where the Wild Things Are, Mr. Iacovino got really excited during the morning assembly. I also would like to thank all the teachers at the school and all the staff members for making the school a better place. And thank you to all the families for raising kids that make the school fun. I would like to give a special thanks to my current teacher, Mrs. Cleft, for the great times we had, especially the learning target you had set for the first few weeks of school. It was to breathe and be patient, and that helped me get through online school. Also, you have challenged me in math, and so did my other teachers. It has made math class more fun, and I'm thankful that I got to have you as a teacher before you retired. I would like to take this time to thank my fellow students for making the years more fun. Along with learning, we had great times at field days, Mrs. Taylor's PE class, the birthday parties, and that field trip to OMSI. I'm looking forward to seeing most of you at Mount Angel Middle School. I have heard that the middle school has outdoor school, great teachers similar to St. Mary's, and best of all, they have Mrs. Henry. I am going to miss this great school so much, and I am thankful that I had the opportunity to learn at St. Mary's. This school teaches how to persevere in the work that we do and the power of yet. It also taught us that we can do anything we want to do and how to set goals for ourselves to make us a better person. I have had a great experience at St. Mary's and will never forget my amazing time here.
I'm not sure how to follow that up. We have some amazing students. Can we give them another round of applause? All right, so we're going to begin recognizing our students, and I'm going to ask that you welcome Mrs. Clough's class to line up on this side of the stage to be recognized for their accomplishments. All right, let's welcome Thomas Antonson. Samuel Astorga. Sawyer Bazan. Savannah Boxler. Ulenia Chernyshov. Dante Day. Gisele Enciso. Omar Espinosa. Oh, thank you. Anthony Garcia Canunan. Sydney Hudson. Reggie Ifenuk. Maria Jose Lezama Aniceto. Esmeralda Mendoza Jimenez. Camilo Morales. Lizbeth Morales Hernandez. Xavi Morales Sandoval. Melissa Morales Vasquez. Kyle Munro. Isabella Rocha. Ariana Salazar Tapia. Jasmine Santana. Raya Santoyo. Cooper Schecker. Corey Scott. Kipton Snell. Victoria Villarreal. Micaiah Villaseñor. Vivian Wagner. All right, Mrs. Kramer's class, will you please join us? All right, Anthony Alagaz. Lorena Alvarez. Nehemiah Benducci. Sophia Carmack. Ian Chaparro. Christina Chuprov. Megan Cuff. Austin Garrison. Ariana Garza. Marco Hines. Eliani Gonzalez Martinez. Anthony Guerra. Deschanel Guzman. Caleb Klein. Reed Leahy. Susie Lopez Lopez. Judy Beth Lopez Reyes. Jesse Mendoza Cortez. Melissa Osorio Urbina. Armando Perea. Diana Perez Marshall. Harmony Platt. Denise Salazar Cruz. Edgar Segura Soto. Aliyah Soto. Bowden Soa. Ava Traeger. Julian Vasquez Aguilar. Sesson Walker. And Reagan Williams. All right, let's give one more round of applause for this year's fifth grade class. All right, students will be exiting through the middle aisle and turning to the left. Families can meet up with their students over on the side to take pictures for a few minutes, and then students will line up with their teacher on the track. If you would like to check your student out for the remainder of the day, please stop at the front gate and let Mrs. Vasquez know before you're leaving. Otherwise, students will head back to St. Mary's. Thank you so much for coming.
If you have questions about the vaccine, ask as many questions as you want.